Hello, everybody. Welcome, Beard Brothers out there. I want to play a video today that I want to talk about because I learned some things and it helped me with my decision about my beard. First of all, I want to thank you all for. I asked in my last video if I should trim my beard, and you all said no, don't trim it, and it helped me tremendously. Thank you for that. And something else happened to me, and then I want to tell you what I learned that just really took things to another level. There are some things that we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. And I've had a beard for years. I mean, I think the last time I shaved must have been 15 years ago. I mean, I trimmed it over the years, but I've always had a beard. I've always had dandruff on my beards, always coming down. And I've always struggled with being called homeless and all of this stuff. But I don't know why, because I've seen a lot of beard videos out there, but I saw this one that I'm going to look at today, and I'm going to replay it because it really covered it well. In 10 minutes, the guy covered 10 beard mistakes people make. And two of them are mistakes I was making, big time mistakes. Maybe three of them or four of them. If you know, a couple of weeks ago, or months ago, I was thinking this isn't one of those mistakes, but I was thinking if I should put the cheeks in or not, and I decided to let them grow. This video was really good, so I want to play it for you all. But the other thing was, I have a friend. I'm going to make another video about this too, but I have a friend who I've known for a long time, and he's a father figure to me, a much older person, and he said, I think you should shave your beard. You'd be much more appealing to the world in your videos, not beard videos obviously, but other videos, because I have health videos. You'll look much younger if you shave your beard. And I don't know. I mean, I've had people that tell me, I look more like a professor with the beard as a young, uneducated teenager without the beard. I understand certain people appeal to certain people, but I saw a video where a man shaved his beard in one of those videos where they surprised their wife, and their wife was like, wow, before you looked like a man and now you look like a kid. And I don't want to look like a kid. And anyway, I'm going to make another video about that because, I mean, a lot of people often say I should shave my beard, and there was this one. Well, I get comments about it all the time. I couldn't care less what people have to say when it says that, and I get defensive. But when this good friend, father figure, said that to me, I was like, wow. I didn't think, because I think it's kind of like, I don't know if rude is the word. I mean, he's being honest with me. He's telling me he thinks I might get more views, and maybe I would. I don't know. Maybe more people listen to me. Possibly, very possibly. But he was doing it out of a good heart. But then I thought about all the people that told me, in my comments, shave that beard, shave that beard. Are they doing it? Like, what's the reason? I mean, is it a vanity thing, or just what is? Or are they really trying to help me, right? But let's look at this video today, because I think my beard looks clean and nice, and I'm feeling really good where it's at. But I don't know if you can notice if you're looking. Yes, I did get a haircut since my last video. I got several hairs cut. But I don't know if you can notice the beard looking cleaner or not, and I'm going to tell you what I did. So let's have a little guess. You can look at my other video, my last video, and look at this video. Before you move forward and watch my future videos, stop this a second and look at my last video and be honest, and then play this video and see what I did different to my beard. And I'm going to show you in my video what I did. I'm going to talk about it, but I know the hair might throw you off, but just look at the beard. Does it look cleaner? It then doesn't, I didn't shorten it or anything. Does it look cleaner? And let's see here. Let me go to this video now and show you all. Okay, I'm looking forward to this. Okay, so this is the cool video. This guy, I don't know who he is, but I should. He has a lot of beard videos. He's learned a lot himself. I've seen him make older videos, and then he's changed. Like, I think he used to use a beard soap or something, a beard foam, and now he uses beard oil. So he's changed, and we all change. We grow. You get it? We grow. But here I go. I'm going to play this, but some really stuff I learned here. So maybe of these 10 beard mistakes you'll learn too. But there's several in here that some I already knew and some I've learned. So let's go through them, okay? Here, let's
Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Barnes and I'm going to be talking to you.
And by the way, I'll put his link below so you guys can have his link if you want. I'll put the original link to the video below.
Today about 10 beard mistakes that I've been guilty of in the past, and I imagine some people watching this video are probably guilty of doing some of these. But
by the way, he has an epic beard, right? You know, for a short beard, that's pretty epic. Okay.
If you want to grow the best looking, fullest, meanest beard, just avoiding doing these 10 things is a really good way to get something really amazing. The centerpiece of any beard is the mustache. The mustache is the most important piece of the beard puzzle, I promise you. Just look at any guy that has a super trimmed back mustache but a giant beard. Something just looks kind of off. And I think it's proportions. When you have a full beard, having a nice, thick, full mustache is a really good way to help center the beard. It's all about getting that shape of the beard, and a mustache is just the perfect complement to a thick, full, healthy looking beard. As soon as you trim it back, and I've been making this mistake even in the last year, just the last few months, I trimmed this mustache back. You know, it was getting to the point of curling, looking awesome. I was like, do you know what, I'll just take a little bit off the sides, or I'll just shape it here. Before you know it, it's gone. So don't over trim the mustache if you want a healthy, full looking beard. And then we're gonna move on.
Okay, so I am in agreement with him, and I kind of didn't learn this from the video. I kind of figured it out myself. As you saw in my last couple of videos, I said I was gonna let the mustache grow, and I let it grow in the past. And every time I did trim it, I mean, as my beard was shorter, you know, I trimmed it, but at one point in my life, I used to trim it all the time thinking, well, this is the answer to food getting caught. You trim it and all this stuff. But on the other hand, it never looked right. The bigger the beard got or gets, and the smaller the mustache gets, like he says, it's not proportionally okay. Now, if you have a smaller beard and trim your mustache, that's okay, because it can go the opposite effect. If you have a smaller beard with a big mustache, it can get too much attention and also look unfortunately not in the right size and stuff. So but that's what I noticed, what he just said here. But it made me feel good about not trimming my beard, but I've already known this one. And it doesn't, your mustache, I mean, but you could trim your mustache, but don't over trim it. And definitely one of the things that deter men from growing, I don't know, a more natural look or a bigger beard is the mustache will come down and block the lips, maybe on one side, and it really can get messy. But you know, some men use beard wax. You know, I don't at this point, but you just, you know, train it to comb it sideways, and it helps, and it's good. So that's very helpful tip.
On to the neck beard. The neck beard is a bit contentious with beardsmen across the world, but here's my general guidance. If you're growing a long beard, and I think I'm currently growing a long beard, I'm not setting any goals to it, but you can't see my neck. My beard comes down to a point where you can't see my neck. So why do I need to trim my neck beard? I simply don't. So for anyone wondering what the neck beard is, it's the hair just here, just here. It's the hair that supports the rest of the beard. It's the foundation. So you have your beard it's kind of complex in many ways. You have it growing on your chin, your cheeks, and under your chin, and then on the neck. And the neck and the hair under the chin kind of support the hair coming down from the cheek. And if you take all the weight out of the beard, you take all of the supporting structure out of the beard, and you just rely on your cheek growth, you're just gonna have a beard that kind of just blows around, looks a bit wispy, doesn't look overall too healthy. So avoid trimming the neck beard. And if you do want to trim it, just look like I'm doing right now. Look at this camera, look at you, get your camera out, have a look at it, or look in the mirror, man, those wonderful inventions before smartphones. And like, if you're staring at it and your neck beard is coming up like under here, then maybe trim it back. But if you can't see it, you don't need to trim it. And if you do see it, just take it off so that you can only just not see it here, right? Like, you don't want to take too much off. Typically, if you have a shorter beard, sort of a finger or two above your Adam's apple is a really good guidance point as well. And then
A very good point there, and that's where most men cut themselves when they're shaving. Actually, is on their neck. But if you have a big beard, there's no way in the world I would need to shave my neck beard, considering I have a beard this big. Yes, if you decide to keep a shorter beard, then it might make a little bit difference. If you want to keep it neat, you might have to shave. But one of my keys of growing a beard is I don't have to shave. So what's the point of growing a beard and still having to shave? And also the part that gets cut the most. So I would say grow your beard a little bit more so the neck doesn't show, as opposed to shaving the neck and showing the neck. And also, some people don't know about this, but the weakest part of a man's body is his voice or his throat. And that's the part that is the voice piece of the house, or the speaker, and you want to protect the most important part. And a beard does that. You can't see where the chin ends, where the beard starts, and it does add some protection. That there's many beneficial things to the beard from a health standpoint, but from a that standpoint, it does help. It's not a bulletproof shield, but if somebody's aiming for your neck, whether they're going to choke you, shoot you, or whatever, they're going to have a lot hard time getting to it if you have a nice big beard. So let's go to the next one.
It's like contrast. The opposite to this is your cheek line. So my cheek line would go up to sort of my eyeballs. So I kind of have like this triangular growth that comes up on my cheeks. And I could let it grow out. I just think it looks a little bit less kept. I like to look slightly groomed, slightly messy. That's kind of the vibe that I like. But for many guys, they want some sort of line or curve that is high up on their cheek for their beard. Too many guys go low, and as soon as you go low, it gives like a slightly odd shape to the beard. Not to mention, you then have so much maintenance to do to upkeep the overshaved part of your cheek. So a fairly healthy line, you can kind of go from the top of your sideburns to the corner of your mouth or to the edge of your mustache, and then have some sort of straight or curved line. My beard line is naturally curved. Some guys will have way more straightness to their beard line now. And maybe I should just come clean in that I am horrendous at trimming that line.
So that was another great point, and that's one I didn't struggle with, but I was deciding in the last couple of videos. I used to trim it and go pretty low, and then I stopped doing it, and it's grown in now. But I always thought I had the face where it was too high, or at least that's what people told me. But like I said, I think it looks absolutely fine now where I'm at. And but some of you might get it too high. I mean, how high is too high? But his tip was kind of like go from, where are we here? Go from the top here. From the top down, but he was like down. So I guess he'd considered taking off this part over here. But the bottom line is, he was saying is don't go too down, because then it becomes a challenge. And this, in my opinion, is one of the main parts of a beard looking clean or not clean, is to let the cheek sides just grow naturally, or whether put a line. I mean, if I had a line here, straight lines, it would look more, I don't know if I want to use the word professional, or more kept, as some people say. But again, I mean, some men it might be out of control. It might get too high. For now, I like where it's at. And again, what's the point of having a beard if you have to shave, right? But when you go to a barber and you go to get a beard cut or beard trim, they all take out the switchblade and they make sure they shave that. Whenever you see the transformations, that's what they do. Whenever you see those transformation videos, they shave that. It does appear to be cleaner. So, I've made the decision at this point to let it grow in. We always change, we always try new things, and that's fine also. But that was a good tip, and I just feel good about not putting a razor blade to my face at all. And we'll see if that changes. Here's the next one.
Your sideburns get too big, too bushy, too crazy is a fundamental mistake. So you can trim those pretty simply with scissors. Just use a comb, brush the sideburn to the side and trim off any of the excess hair, or use a trimmer with a guard and gently fade it into your hair. What I've noticed with growing out my hair and beard at the same time is that I had double sideburns. So I've really tried to prevent that happening by trimming back that area and fading it in nicely. So definitely avoid bushy or double sideburns. Now, this area of the beard just here, the side.
Okay, before we get there, this is the answer to the question I asked earlier. This is what I did, and I don't know why I never known this or never seen this. In my beard in the past, it would come out to like here, and it made it look, in some people's opinions, I know last time when I said should I trim my beard, you all said it looked great, but I took that advice. I never heard what he just said, but I did. I trimmed the side. And I think it looks so much neater. So much. I think it just changes everything. I mean, you could see the last one, the video when I asked if I should trim. You all said it was fine. Nobody mentioned the sideburns. Nobody ever mentioned sideburns. In all these years I had a beard. But wow. And the people noticed right away. And yeah, maybe the hair throws them off because that's trimmed now. But I trimmed the sideburns. And what a difference. So try that if you have a big beard and it interests you. But, you know, and I did just what he said. I'm trying to look in the camera here and see. There we go. I just brushed it and then trimmed it just right near the ear coming down. Yeah. Wow, what a difference. I think that was the biggest difference. No one ever told me. There's one more no one ever told me, but this next one's important that I already knew, but for people to know. So if you're new to growing a beard, this next one's really important.
Side beard. You're growing your beard out. You do not want to be taking this length out. Because, and like, I think Dancy Beard is a very good example of this. He's got a very long beard, that guy. Like, very long beard. But that beard would be nowhere near as long if he was taking all the length out of here. It'd be a very narrow beard. If you look at his face, it comes out a bit and then down. So fundamentally, like the neck beard, that gives support, that gives structure, the side beard. Also, as the beard gets bigger and longer, gives a very good structure to have a long beard style. So don't get rid of it and leave it alone. Using beard oil correctly.
So that was it, the side beard, you know, just on the side, just in general, like over here. Don't cut that. Let it grow. That's what he's saying. All right, this next one is another one. Using beard oil correctly. One of my downfalls of having a beard is I would always get beard dandruff. Always, always, always. And I've used beard oils in the past. Not a lot, but sometimes. But when I did, I would just kind of rub it on the beard. But I like in this video the way he describes, and I have seen this in the past. I don't know why I didn't think about it. But dandruff means your skin is dry. So you got to get that oil onto your skin, not just on your beard. So good point. So here he talks about it.
Is the most important thing. Beard oil is my absolute favorite product. It never used to be the case. I've always been a big beard butter fan, but beard oil over the last 2 years has pretty much been my go-to. And I'm only using one beard oil pretty much every day, which is Bulldog. It's, guys, oh, it's amazing. £3.50 from Amazon. Incredible. What beard oil is there to do is to replace the oils that you've lost in your skin or to which your skin is now struggling to produce because you've got so much hair coming out of it. So you've probably heard of the term beard druff, which is dandruff for your beard, dry skin under the beard. And it's probably because you're not getting enough beard oil to your skin. So upon application of beard oil, don't just rub it into your hair, don't just put it into the palms of your hand and just rub it onto the surface. Get it into your fingertips, get those fingertips all the way through to your skin, gently exfoliate. That's how you do it every single day. And beard druff will be a thing of the past. I really suffer from dry skin, just one of those things, right? And beard oil is the only thing that really does stop it from happening. And then
now I looked at getting that beard oil. It's only in the UK. It appears on Amazon, but I don't need that beard oil. There's so many people in the United States that sell beard oils, but I make my own. I've always made my own, just with essential oils and jojoba oil. Or any other type of oil, but sometimes I would just use coconut oil. But the key is for the dry skin, get oil on there. And if you find a beard oil you like, great. But I make my own. I love it, and I've been using it now, and I think it's helping a lot with the beard drift, as he called it. So that was a great point. So do that if you want to have if you have a big beard or you want to have a big beard. Okay, I guess in a small beard also do that as well. So here's another good tip. Here we go.
Brushing the beard or combing the beard, depending on the length. Make sure you get yourself a decent brush. I use one of the Kent combs. I really like them. I have a ball bristle brush that I quite enjoy to spread some product around. But brushing your beard, getting those tangles and knots out of it is so important for a healthy looking beard. You don't want to use a cheap, crappy plastic comb that just adds loads of static, rips all your hair out. It will just wipe out your beard, and any of those new hairs will just get torn out, especially those real long ones that you've got. So invest in a good comb, good brush, use it daily. Just think of it as a bit of therapy as you do it. It will change the makeup of your beard forever. Drying the beard is equally important. For any guys that suffer with dry skin.
So yeah, invest in a good comb, not a cheap comb or brush. But a cheap comb or brush will, well, you want to make sure it's not too tight, because that's when you're going to pull the hairs out. So make sure there's some width between them. But brushing, especially the mustache, if you want to train it to go a certain way, often you want to brush it to the side. So now he's talking about drying the beard.
Beard oil will do 90% of the work, but if you can dry your beard using a hairdryer, like, this isn't unmanly to use a hairdryer, okay? Get that hairdryer on a medium to low setting, get that heat onto the skin, make sure that skin is all nice and dry, because sometimes a towel simply won't get to those areas. And apply your beard oil to a slightly moist beard and then dry it. It's a really good way to keep the beard dry, but then to keep the skin in the best condition possible, because I know guys that trim or shave their beards because they've had enough, because it's itchy, the skin gets dry, it breaks, and it's just a bit of a uncomfortable process. You can avoid that. Overtrim.
Now let's talk about this one, because when I got my beard trimmed a couple of times from a professional barber, they've always used a hairbrush, and I've always come out of there liking the way it looked. But I absolutely hate the sound of a blow dryer. And I just hate it. And I've never once in my own house used a blow dryer to dry my beard. I think my beard's looking pretty well. And, you know, if you like to use that, that's great. Does it straighten it out a little? You know, they use it at the professional place, so there must be something to this. Maybe I should, some of you are thinking, but I hate the sound of a hairdryer. I mean, women with long hair use it to keep their hair good and drying it. So there must be something to the idea of a hair dryer or hair blower, but I'm going to skip that one for now. Maybe I'll change later. You know, he also didn't talk about a couple of other things. Some men, one of the questions is, should you leave conditioner on after you come out of the shower, or should you wash it off? That's one of the ones I heard that wasn't discussed. Also, make sure you clean with soap your neck. Some men with a big beard, I hear, forget to clean their neck, and that's not good. So let's go through a few more, and we'll talk more in the future about some of these other tips or mistakes. But there's a few more here. Let's go.
Trimming is a big issue. Guys see flyaway hairs, get the scissors out, trim it, get the razor out, do it, make mistakes along the way. Or they're just trying to keep some sort of shape to the beard and trimming it every other day, every week. It's just not a good way to do this. I trim the beard like once every 3 months. I do the cheekline way more often. I just done a trim around the area, just this bit of the beard, just to fade it in slightly, quite gently. And I won't need to do anything until the height of summer now. It's great. You don't need to do it very often. Rely on beard styling products like beard balms, even butters can do the job, and mustache wipes. They are what's going to give you style. But a decent beard balm, work it into the beard, comb it if you need to. I typically don't. Maybe use a ball bristle brush just to push some of the flyaways down. Run a hairdryer on a cool setting if you want to, you don't need to, and that's going to do enough to style the beard. You don't need to trim it all the time. And then
yeah, I don't know how long and people trim or don't trim their beard. I very seldomly do. personally. But all beards are different. You know, they're all different. And just got to figure out what you want to do, how you want to look, and how you want to do it. And some people might trim it more, some might not. But let's look at the last tip he gives.
Last one, washing the beard. Regular shampoo, way too destructive. Takes way too much oil out of your skin. Absolutely leaves the beard and the skin just feeling raw and dry. Just invest in a decent beard shampoo. I've been really enjoying Bulldog's range in the UK of their beard shampoo and conditioner. It's dirt cheap, it's really nice, smells fairly good, and gives the beard a really good wash. And I do that like once every week and a half. That's it. I wash the beard every day with water. So there are the 10 beard mistakes.
All right, very cool. This guy is that's his name, Beardster, Bardster, and I'll put his link in the original video below this video so you could check it out. And thank you, sir, for your information. And yeah, that last one about the beard shampoo, just now am I thinking about what he said, because I do get the beard drift. I guess maybe the shampoo's dry my skin, but I've always used regular shampoo and regular conditioner on my beard. I bought beard balms, I bought beard oils, but I've never bought a beard shampoo or a beard conditioner. I didn't think there was much of a difference, but I guess maybe there is. So maybe that's something I'll try as well. So good points and tips. Watch other beard videos out there. So that's how we learn and we see what's out there. And I enjoy them. I enjoy them a lot, and I enjoy talking about them, and I hope you do as well. Thank you for watching this. For those of you that guessed before that it was the sideburns was my answer, good for you. And I just want to tell everybody, keep growing it. And again, I want to thank you for your encouragement of don't trim it, because I'm loving it. And now I love it even more with these tips, and I'll try the shampoo thing. And hopefully these tips will help you as much as help me. And you know, check out this guy's other videos, but there are other people that have videos as well. Check them out. Until then, everybody, have a great day and beard on.
Grow your beard, grow it long, stand up strong for your kingdom.